Hello, lovely Virgo. Welcome to your zodiac reading for you for your sun, moon, Venus, or rising positions in your birth chart. If you didn't know that you don't necessarily, if you are a Virgo by sun sign, that there is also a moon sign and a rising sign and a Venus sign in your birth chart. If you were to get your birth chart, astro.com gives you a free birth chart to see which actual signs of the zodiac are in those positions. The sun, well, your sun is Virgo, then it would be moon. So let's say your sun is Virgo, your moon is Taurus, your Venus is I don't know, Libra, right? And your rising sign, your ascending sign is Pisces. Then you can watch all those 4 different readings that we put out for zodiac readings as tarot card readers to get more in-depth information on what's going on in your life, you know, relationship-wise, health-wise, finance-wise, whatever. So that's just something for you to know, all right? This is the Collective Soul Tarot, and my name is Kay. So let's delve right in and get started on your reading. And like I said, make sure if you want to check out those other signs once you find out in your birth sign. With astro.com, you know, you will sign in to get an account. It's free. And they will give you a birth chart, and it'll be a lot more accurate if you know your time of birth. I was born at 4:45 in the afternoon, so that's what I put in there. And it's just more accurate. But, you know, if you don't know your time, don't sweat. Just put your birth date and all your information in there, and you'll still get your birth chart and see those 4 signs in particular and more. It's just some helpful information that you don't just have to rely on one reading to be possibly your reading. Like I say in quotations, your reading. There are at least 3 more out there that will relate to you, that can relate to you. Okay, so we're going to do the Celtic cross spread like I've been doing for the zodiacs. And we're going to start with the overall energy for the current situation. We're going to cut, and now we're ready to go. You guys ready? Okay, let's go. Oh, the Fool. That's a great energy to start off with, right? Somebody's wanting to, looks like, start a brand new cycle of life, a new chapter. They got their fun little white dog here, which is Spirit, loyal, taking care of you, making sure you don't leap too far, right? That could be dangerous. But what's crossing it? Oh my goodness. That's the challenge. Devil energy. Somebody might be getting in your way. Kind of is what I'm feeling. Somebody's getting in your way who's toxic. You want to take this leap of faith. You want to move forward on a new chapter of life. You know, just being carefree and single and quite independent, just enjoying a new start in your life, new chapter. Either you've got toxic, you know, behaviors that are getting in the way, like, am I good enough for this? I'm not, you know, why should I have a new chapter in life? I'm not, you know, who am I, right? I'm not good enough for anybody else, or I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. Could be those kind of toxic, you know, negative behaviors that is holding you back from taking this leap of faith, or someone who has those toxic tendencies and behaviors that are trying to come between you and a new start. Okay, so let's check out what the distant past is for you, what was going on in the distant past. It's the World, feeling jubilant and just like you're on top of the world. You put an end to something that's a cycle. You're ending a cycle from the past, and you were moving forward back then in the past. Okay, the 7 of Wands. Feeling guarded and defensive after having done this, started a new cycle with somebody. Yeah, and it puts you into the 7 of Wands energy. Now you're sitting in the 7 of Wands energy in the recent past. currently this is what you want to do. Something's coming between you and that, but there was a new beginning you had in the past with something or someone that has put you in the Seven of Wands energy. There's the Two of Wands, what you're thinking about. Okay, so you have this on your mind, the Two of Wands. You have a decision to make. See the light lighting up a path where the birds are? See that light where nature, the sun is shining down on the path of the one that the divine is suggesting, or at least trying to inspire you to take. The birds are the messengers of spirit. Okay, so there's Two Wands in your mind. You know of another path. You do. That's what's shining on that one. You know another path or another person that is the right one, that the divine's saying, go for it. Do it, right? Take that leap of faith. Go there. So what's the bridging energy? Well, it's the Queen of Cups. Bridging energy is the Queen of Cups. Look at how beautiful she is. And her two little white dogs. You see the floor is so shiny they can see their images in it. But she's got a great big cup of love that she wants to give somebody. Okay, so let's move forward. I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is for the one that's taken a leap of faith, that you're the Queen of Cups. But let's keep moving. So what's this fool's, the leap of faith guy or girl, what's their fear? What do they fear? They fear death. They fear the end of something, okay? I believe that what I'm thinking is that this is the death of, they're afraid that the one that he's been inspired by the divine to move towards, he or she, that this might be the end of it. That there might be an end to being able to be with that individual. Somebody he knows of, obviously, from the past, maybe. Let's see. Who's in the environment, and that will be the one. Oh, a broken heart. Three of Swords. So yeah, it's from the past. This individual's from the past. They broke her heart. And so I would have to say, guys, that we're talking about a feminine energy here. That the one in her environment has broken her heart in the past. Okay, what's her hopes? The Chariot. Chariot is hoping to be able to get on that chariot and move, to go forward. That's quick movement forward. It's ready. That's ready energy, ready to move forward. And the outcome is the High Priestess energy. So that is moving towards something or someone that is the High Priestess, is sitting in that you'll both be sitting in the High Priestess energy. You see, this individual, this Queen of Cups, sees that the one that she's been waiting for to return, who broke her heart in the past, is somebody that the two of you would be work together, come together in an energy that has to do with spirituality. That you'll be able to change the world together. Spiritually, life will take on a greater and deeper meaning for the both of you as you come together. So a deeply intense spiritual connection she feels. And the Queen of Cups is someone who is highly intuitive, on top of being the darling in the deck, and caring, nurturing, loving, compassionate, and just is emotively moves in her life. Okay, she's not afraid of being emotional and sharing her love and caring for others, right? So, but this guy here broke her heart in the past, but she does see, even so, she does see that it's a divine connection. It's a divine connection that when the two of you together, like wow, it's going to be even like that much more magnetic and inspiring and spiritual and it would be fantastic. That's the way she's seen it. Okay, so we're going to clarify these two. The moving forward and the High Priestess outcome is the Three of Cups. All right, it could be either moving away from a third party situation, or having been put in a third party, or moving into celebration, reuniting, celebrating. And the Seven of Pentacles is someone who persistently moves towards their goals. Okay, and their goal would be having a very celebratory time with the one that they see as being their divine equal. All right, so this one here is just looking at the past, saying, this is what I've got right here, and what I've got to give is a lot to whoever this was that broke my heart in the past. Yeah, it sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? But it is what it is. Even though your heart's broken, it doesn't mean you hate the person or that you have ill feelings towards them. You're just being real. They broke your heart. So the clarification for this guy here is the Four of Cups, somebody who rejected your cup of love in the past. The divine inspired you, encouraged you, in fact, to offer your cup of love to him. He looked at it and he said, nah, I can't. And he is, though, going to be finding his strength and courage to no longer, he was holding back, but he's seriously now contemplating that cup of love you gave him in the past. He's remembering it, and he wants to find his strength and courage to be able to move towards you to heal the Three of Swords. That's what I'm feeling, but that may not be what the story's going to come about like. There might be somebody else who shows up. It's hard to say. So the clarification on the back of the deck is the Three of Wands. Somebody's been waiting for the ships to come in, and who has been thinking a lot about how to move forward, not being rash or hasty or impetuous, yes, and not putting pressure on anyone or themselves for, giddy up and going too fast. And this is the Six of Cups. So guess what? He's moving towards somebody in the past, from his past, because he wants to have a Ten of Cups relationship, life with, let's see, can you see that? A life with this one that he sees from the past as being a Queen of Cups. Okay. Yep. He wants it all. He wants it all with you. He does. Whoever he was with before, he thought it was going to be Ten of Cups. It didn't work out that way for them. So he's seriously looking at you now. He does really want to mend this broken heart. Between the two of you, he's feeling brokenhearted because he knows he broke your heart, rejecting your love, your cup of love in the past, and that he held himself back from you. He knows that broke your heart, and it's now breaking his heart because he knows he did that. Does that make sense? Okay, so he is seriously looking at you, waiting for his shifts to come in. He's prepared to go across the miles, the sea, whatever it takes to get to where you are. He's got to find you, and he's got to talk to you. He's got to let you know that he's ready and has been for a long time, though would not ever admit it or say it or speak it, but he has been slowly moving towards you now. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the tarot deck, and he's definitely been moving very, very slowly, but he remembers you and your love, the relationship or the connection that you had between yourselves way back when, and he remembers it fondly. He's having nostalgia about it, and this is what he hopes for when or if he can reconnect with you. The Ten of Cups, which is a family, a happily ever after. If you're young enough, you want to have children together, or maybe you already have kids and you're just going to bring them into the relationship, or maybe you're not. You don't have kids. You're done with that, and your kids are grown up and moved out. It doesn't matter. It's just like a family life. A happily ever after is 2 or more people. Just like a group is considered to be 2 or more. This is the same thing for a family. All right, so, and this 9 of Cups here on the back of the deck as well, he wants to celebrate with you. He wants to really, he wants to get very happy. He sees you as his wish fulfillment. Sometimes that's seen as overindulgent, but with this spread here, absolutely not. This is a wish fulfillment. He sees you, these are all happy cards. He sees you as his wish fulfillment. That's amazing and beautiful. So now guys, let's delve in and let's talk about who's putting a block. What's this dastardly, devilish energy that's standing and sitting across, because it's usually like this, right? Across the Fool as a challenge for the Queen of Cups to move forward. What's been going on? I don't like what I'm seeing, but let's see what the cards have to say first before I tell you. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, will you please clarify and possibly confirm my thoughts about the Queen of Cups being in I want to take a leap of faith energy, but there's a devilish, energy, a contract, feeling bound, or, there's a binding of some kind that's getting in our way to do that. What is it? We have the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. With the Justice card. Well, that's wonderful. Okay. When the Justice card shows up, just so you know, guys, it means that there was an injustice in the past. Okay, so the Justice has to come out and balance the scales between what's going on between 2 people or 2 situations. Okay, so the Fool here, we have the 2 of Pentacles, clarifying these 2 energies. He's been, she, the Queen of Cups, has been seeing that somebody's been having to juggle between 2. Okay, and he's been doing it, a lot. He's been she's been juggling too. Let's just not forget that. But the Queen, we're talking about the Queen of Cups here, so I'm clear on that for one thing. So the 2 of Cups has been juggling with these energies, these 2 different energies in her heart, in her mind, and one has been going out, taking that leap of faith and going out on her own and doing what it is that she desires and is really excited about, having an independent life in some way, shape, or form, or moving towards somebody that she wants to, explore and get to know better, whatever. But she's also got, maybe there's a Capricorn blocking her way, but it could be as simply as that, because that's the devil energy, is the Capricorn zodiac sign. That's what it represents. But it's also that there is a toxic tendency to be too reliant on somebody. Too reliant on somebody. It is, it's getting in her way because it's telling her that she's not going to be able to do it on her own. And she's in a contract with somebody. She's bound with somebody, a soulmate. Okay, a karmic soul. Excuse me, a karmic soulmate here. And she's bound to this individual in some way, shape, or form, in her mind, at least, possibly in her heart too. And she just doesn't know. She doesn't know how to, stop juggling the 2 just yet. She wants to. She's not been feeling like it's been an equal give and take relationship with the 6 of Pentacles. It's not been balanced. She's always giving, but really barely getting anything in return to balance those scales. See the scales there too, like on the Justice card. There's not been an equal give and take in the department of love and, the emotional side of life. See how this is all about the water here? And then the rainbow, which is also water. The sky gives the water, right? There's not an emotional balance here. Somebody knows how to access their emotions, the other one does not. So the Queen of Cups here, being the one who has access, like easy access to her emotions, she's not feeling fulfilled with somebody who does not dive deep and connect with her at an emotional level. So this individual is largely, this is the devil energy, right? Is largely emotionally inaccessible to her. And she's been feeling left out and deprived of a very important part of our makeup, right? As individuals, but obviously our emotions are there to help us come together with somebody and make that connection, because just being together without it, it's more like a what do you call it? Just a 3D, a material, or a surface level type of relationship. It doesn't go very deep. You're just there because either you don't feel like you can be with anyone else, and maybe have too many fears to dive deeper into your emotions with them to make that connection, or you're just fearful of not being with that person, irregardless that it's not an equal give and take. And this is all this conflict, this inner conflict that she's been experiencing in her mind, if not with the individual she's with. He's in devilish energy after all, right? He's blocking her. And if you can see how this guy here has got his wand up. He's going to block this guy who's going to try and stab him in the head, okay, with this wand. So he's been blocking her movement forward because he's been manipulative, using emotional manipulation, or just simply finding ways in the world that will make them have to stay together for one reason or another. Maybe financially, right? If there's not enough finances, how is she going to feel like she's capable of going out on her own if she's not really earning her keep or earning her way? That if she were on her own, she would have to depend on something or someone to provide for her financially. And that must be a quandary for her. You know, it's just like, I don't know what I can do. I really don't. This Queen of Cups really just doesn't know what to do. She's ready to give her cup of love to somebody. Let's just make that straight. She is ready to give that big cup of love to somebody. But she's got something blocking her. And really, it's her own, it's within her to be able to find a solution, but she hasn't, and she still can't see her way. All right? Maybe she needs some help. You know, maybe she needs assistance. Maybe she needs somebody to come to her and say, look, I've got this for you, or I love you and I want to be with you. Are you available? You know, whatever it is, she may need some help, outside help, because she's not getting anywhere with this in her life. She's still very much bound, right? She's feeling that way. And that's the truth. Okay, that's what the Ace of Swords is for. That's the truth. All right, guys, so that's what's going on in the current situation, unfortunately, but true for the Queen of Cups. Let's talk about the world, that past energy. What was the past energy of the world energy? Ending a cycle and starting off a new cycle. And happy about it, right? Look at how happy she is. She's very happy to be stepping out on a new cycle. What happened? Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, remember, I'm supposed to be keeping my cards all together so that I can at least see my deck when I want to clarify a new card. And this is what we got here. These are for those two energies that we just clarified. Now we're clarifying the world though. Okay, you smarten up and do this neatly. I'm not very neat when it comes to tarot card readings. What can I say? Ew. I don't really care, to tell you the truth, but here we go. All right. The World is the Star card. Oh, feeling like a star, huh? Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. And the Six of Swords. Eek. With the King of Cups on the back end here. Oh, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups means that you're not confused anymore. And there's a Five of Cups. Okay, so clarification for the World is that there was something that was bright and shiny that the Queen of Cups went for. Somebody offered her everything that she wanted, and she saw that as a star connection, you know, somebody that was going to heal her. That this was going to be someone who would bring healing into her life. Because she, you know, all of us are damaged in one way, shape, or form from childhood. So maybe this is the first guy that really truly committed to her, this Capricorn or this devil person that maybe didn't appear to be a devilish energy in the beginning, but at some point in time, that's how she started feeling. So she thought that was the way to go, the end all to beat all, to be in this relationship with this person. However, she or he became very sneaky and manipulative and underhanded. And as a result, she felt like she needed to move from rougher waters, calmer waters, slowly and quietly, away from this manipulating energy in her life. And there was a King of Cups that she became very enamored with. And she was not confused about at all. She knew where her heart belonged. Come on, guys. We have the Queen of Cups here, and we have the King of Cups. These two are counterparts. They're a perfect match for each other back then, okay? It was a perfect match. So that belongs to that. Okay. So she went and she tried to move from rough waters to calmer water, from being in this relationship with this guy who was emotionally inaccessible to her. And she quite clearly gave her heart to this King of Cups dude. And she's not trying to be sneaky and move away from this here to the King of Cups, to be in a relationship with the King of Cups, who she had met the King of Cups there, and she was not confused about being with him. She thought that they would have, the Queen of Cups thought that she was going to have a life, a long-term commitment with him, a loving, deep commitment. Was not confused about that. She did not feel like an option, all right, to him. She felt he made her feel secure, that she was his, like he wanted to be with her, and vice versa. So that's clarification there for the World. But as you can see, she's trying to sneak away to be able to be in a relationship with the King of Cups here, to get away from this guy. It didn't work out, and for one reason or another, she was left, you know, crying over spilt milk, because possibly he, the King of Cups, ended it abruptly, maybe without explanation, making her feel like she was an option. And now she's brokenhearted, crying over the spilt milk, not realizing, you know, what the heck just happened. So that's all in the past, okay? Let's see, let's get these cards back here. That put her in the Nine of Swords energy. It was just not a nice place to be for her at that time. All right, so we're just going to put all these cards right here. With this one, she was in the Nine of Swords energy, feeling like an option and highly distressed. So let's, Queen of Cups, let's go ahead and clarify the Seven of Wands energy. What happened after this? Why did she end up in the Seven of Wands energy? Feeling defensive, her back up against the wall, having to feel guarded, guarding her heart. You know, okay, we can guess, right? If this King of Cups came into her life and, excuse me, came in and left, unexpectedly broke her heart, right? She doesn't want to give her heart to anybody else. She's protecting it. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what can we know about the Seven of Wands energy? Aha, wounded warrior, Eight of Swords, and the Hangman with the Ace of Wands. Okay. So she became to realize that the King of Cups is all about his wand. So sad. It was all about his wand. And she just, she felt like an option. She was brokenhearted. She was wounded, deeply, deeply wounded. On her knee, praying. Why? What? That's terrible. I'm so sorry. And the Eight of Swords, up in your head, blinded, feeling like you just, you're imprisoned. You're in a prison of your own making. You don't realize it, but it's because of the thoughts and the feelings that you had about what just went on that put you in a defensive mode. You just, you're a wreck, You're a mental and emotional wreck. And feeling like you've been hung out to dry by somebody. Of course, that was the divine, giving you a snippet of whatever. Maybe this was karma for you, having this experience with this King of Cups. Or that this guy was just meant to come into your life and turn you upside down. But through all of this, you became enlightened. All right, the divine hangs you upside down so you have a different perspective on the world. So that you can see, look at all these coins falling out of your pockets. It's letting go of the material world so that you can see the spiritual worlds, to see who you really are right here. This is what you're really connected to. This is where you came from. And the world, sort of the divine wanted you to see that you weren't seeing before. It brought you into a different, mindset and life where you're now including who you really are in it. And so it enlightened you. It helped you to rise up and become the individual in life that you were always meant to become because of this, what do you call it? It's just nasty. Whatever you call it. But you could see now that you have a passionate new beginning to be on for yourself, but you also see this, the double-edged sword, so to speak, that this guy was only in it for this, for the passion, for the quick thing, and then to be on his way, which normally isn't the King of Cups energy, but he is also the type of person who feels deeply for somebody, but will not tell you. He won't tell you. He keeps it a secret. So you can know then that your King of Cups counterpart here does actually deeply feel for you. But, if he doesn't tell you, what good is it, right? You can't just live off airy-fairy, I think it might be like this, kind of knowing. You need to see it manifest. You need to see it come concretely into your life in the form of someone who does actually show up and truly, truly loves you. That was your destiny, to have this experience with this guy so that you could either pay off karma from before that caused you to have this kind of experience in your life that was coming your way to be dealt with and addressed, and then to move, to allow, to learn, to grow from the experience, so you have a different perspective, that you are not of the world, you are of the divine, and you are meant to do great things. And now karma, the karmic wheel of fortune, is actually moving in your favor now, you see, from all that. And I believe you see that now. So this clarify the Two of Wands, what's going on in your mind. You had a path, and then you had been, another path had been revealed to you. You had to make a decision about it. What, my dear Queen of Cups, was it that the energy is about for the Two of Wands? Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, please provide clarity for us now. The Emperor, that's what's on your mind. Taking charge. Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, just a minute. It's in reverse. And the Five of Swords. Okay. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So this is, you're seeing that this guy here, the King of Cups, actually married. You found out he was married. You didn't know it when you were first with him. But it did eventually come to light that he was married, in whatever way you might have found that out. And so now you definitely know that the path was not to go towards him, it was to go towards your own, your own divinity, in whatever shape or form that would show up in your life at some point, the Wheel of Fortune. And that he wasn't working hard on this relationship to be committed to you. And that's why, it was a folly and it all went south and astray, because he wasn't working on a commitment with you. He was working on a commitment with somebody else. The Eight of Pentacles is working hard, making an effort when you're in the upright, but when you're in the reverse, you're not. He's not making an effort to be with you. In fact, he was sabotaging the relationship, the connection you had, because he was being selfish, he was being unfaithful, and he was winning at all costs. He was doing whatever he could get. He was doing whatever he needed to do to get what he could get from you and maybe others. You don't know. Could have been more than just you at the time. But he knew that it was just going to be a flight and fancy kind of connection, and that he would gather up all his swords and valiantly leave you in the lurch, feeling desolate and broken, right there and there, leaving his enemies, or his lovers, his conquests behind, and going back to where he feels he needed to be, which was not with you. And you're thinking about this. This is all that's going on in your mind, Queen of Cups. You know about this. You know now that he was a husband to somebody else. That's the Emperor card. He was putting an effort into that, his relationship, being a husband and a father to somebody, and that it wasn't about you. It wasn't a relationship to have with you. It wasn't about your connection. It was all about getting whatever he could get. He did come forward with a cup of love towards you, but that was all about that. It was a sincere cup. That's the thing about it, is the Knight of Cups is a sincere cup of love for you, but it was not going to last, because he couldn't. He was committed to somebody else. Let's clarify you now, the Queen of Cups. Okay, what's your energy? What energy are you in? What are you thinking and feeling? Queen of Cups. Having all that in your past. Because you are the bridging energy. Whatever's going on with you is what you're going to have as a future. Is it this that you want to have as a future? So you have to be able to allow your heart to heal. Put an end to being afraid to allow your heart to heal, and to move forward into your own divinity, and whoever that might include with you, that you're going to be like a wow together. Okay, like, wow, look at us together, look what we can do together. So you're going to have to take whatever you got from this, heal it, let it go, because you're the bridging energy, the Queen of Cups, the one who wants to give her cup of love to somebody, and heal, so that you can let love back in your life and become that amazing high priestess, light worker that you are, with someone else that you want to give your cup of love to, whoever that might be. And it might be this fellow from the past. Just saying. So far there's no one else, but that doesn't mean anything. He is slowly moving towards you, remember. and he is somebody from your past. All right, so we got the Queen of Cups. Oh, the Two of Cups. That's your energy. You're looking for a partnership in love. You have a cup of love, and you know you want to give your love to somebody, and you want to have a great new passionate start. You don't want to be coasting anymore, just floating around. And remember, you want to move forward, but the devilish energy, whatever toxic is your own toxicity or someone else is in your way. You want to move forward in a loving partnership relationship, a deep love relationship with somebody. You want to give your cup of love to. You want to tell somebody that you adore them. That's the Page of Cups, okay? You want to tell them how much you admire someone, and you also want to tell somebody that you are passionate. You are passionately, what could I say? You're passionately happy to have someone that you can give your cup of love to. This is good news. You're happy about that. You want to be in a happy, passionate, loving relationship with somebody, and you don't want to be coasting anymore. You don't want to be waiting. The time is not now. The time is to move. This is when you're supposed to be patient, because you're busy healing, okay? But you're ready. Like this Queen of Cups, you are ready to give that cup of love to. So you're not going to be coasting anymore, just waiting for something to happen. You are going to be a mover and a shaker on your own, even though you're not the Queen of Wands, you're the Queen of Cups. But if and when someone comes into your life, you're going to allow this to go to heal, to allow all of that from the past that's been getting in your way. You're going to allow that to go. You're going to let go of it, and sincerely and transparently and lovingly accepting new love or a return of the past, if it's this guy here. Okay, so you're going to allow your heart to mend so that they can come and be sincere with you. You give them your cup, they give you your cup, and it's good news. You can see a passionate new, that's going to be messages of passion back and forth with the two of you. You're going to be passionately messaging or talking, communicating with each other. That's what I'm trying to say, really. A long way. Okay, and you want it to move into a committed relationship, loyal, loving, family type of commitment, where you be living together, maybe getting married. Maybe it looks like there's a child in this one here, so somebody's got a child, maybe, perhaps, that they're going to be bringing into the union. This is a union, okay? Could be a twin flame union as well. All right, so let's clarify this guy. So that's a clarification for the Queen of Cups. We're going to put this all together so that we can see the broken heart here. All right, there you go. What's his energy? The Three of Cups, or I always say that, the Three of Swords energy. What's his energy, Virgo? What's Virgo's POI, person of interest's energy from the past? Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. Thank you so much. Queen of Wands. Judgment. And the Ten of Wands with the Magician on the back. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay, so guys, what we got here is that he put you into a third party situation, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who is the other woman. You were the other woman. We know that. That's what broke your heart. And he knows that now too, because he's been judged. He's been judged by the divine. Trumpets are blowing from the divine saying, it's got one of those horns, that you talk through, the speaker, whatever, and it's saying, smarten up, shape up, or ship out. You're going to miss the boat with this one. Let me just put her back on top. You're going to miss the boat with her if you don't shape up. And he's known that. He's come to see that. And he's been heavily burdened, knowing that he made you feel weak and an option and just feeling unworthy of yourself. But he is now feeling this because he's come to see that he had you in a third party situation that was completely unfair. And so he has made the decision to let the burdens down so that he can move towards you in a way that will help mend this heart. He's been feeling the burden, but he needs to let this burden go. He needs, just like you got to let the past go, this is you with the Ten of Wands, and this is him with the Ten of Wands, knowing what he did to you. He wants to heal your heart. He wants to help you both heal. He wants to come back to you because he sees you as his wish fulfillment, and he wants a 10 of Cups with you. This is what he's trying to manifest, okay? He's manifesting that and moving away. Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, so he's moving away from his the one he was married to, who is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, who's just nasty and greedy. He's come to see her true colors. That she's just been in the relationship, not feeling the love, the deep connection of love with her, but finding out that she really just wants him for the money. She wants to feel that security, have that status, that power, and those finances to be able to flaunt. Well, guess what? The long-term commitment has come to an end because the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. They are getting divorced or are already divorced, and now he's out there and he's saying, I am free to take up my wand of passion and get on my horse and move towards what really makes me excited. And the Knight of Wands, it can also be like a player energy, but he's learned his lessons, and he wants to move towards you passionately and excitingly, with the idea of a new beginning for the both of you together, with your hearts healed together. And it's also a card of relocating. So he'd be moving away from this person here, his past, his his spouse, so that he can get on with his life, leaving all of this in the past. All right, and we want to know now, that was the clarification for the Three of Swords. For him, his energy, what his energy is. His energy is in manifesting mode, really. Having known and been judged, know about what he's done and been judged with it, but he's left that relationship behind. He's getting divorced or got divorced. And he's now on a passionate new beginning, moving back towards you. Because you're his Six of Cups, right? You're his past love that he's come to know, that he loves deeply and wants to have a 10 of Cups with. All right, so now we're going to talk about the High Priestess energy, the potential outcome for this. I mean, if you two are deeply and divinely meant to be together, you really are, if you are, because you get the Four of Wands, right? 11-11. Then, if you two get together, if that's the outcome of this, if you two both get your mind straight about things, letting go of the past and healing and whatnot, you're going to have a very powerful light working connection. Light working connection. You really will be able to make things change and move and become, love will be more in the air as opposed to the 3D world, at least in your world. The Tower, the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands. Yip hooray. Then we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so after a period of time, the two of you have had to have much reflection and thinking time after both feeling beat up by past relationships. For him, it was you. For you, it was him, I should say. For him, it was her. But you also have somebody else in your life too that you're leaving behind. And he's going to step up as the King of Wands in your life with a big old cup of love to offer you. And he's going to be nicely balanced in the being grounded and being quite successful. He's already quite successful. He knows how to make money. He knows how to keep money and manage it, but he also knows how to take the action take the action he needs to take in order to be this in this King of Pentacles energy. King of Wands, yeah, so this looks all really great, guys. He's going to see you as a Queen of Swords, though, that when he comes back to talk to you, he knows you're going to have a bunch of questions for him, and rightfully so. But the world is going to, the clarification is that there's a Tower moment that has to come in order for both of you to be thrown off your crown. Your thrones, I'm sorry, to be thrown off your thrones of, the past. This is, we take this, we wear this as a crown, to show everybody that we have been hurt or done wrong by, and how dare you if you try again. So you both need to lose your crowns, all right? And his crown was to be all up in his, high and mighty ego. I'm better than you are, and I can do whatever I want. So if I want to dilly-dally with you for a while, that's fine. I'm going to do that. I don't care what happens to you, if it breaks your heart or whatever. I wasn't in it for your heart. Well, guess what? You did end up getting his heart. He just never, ever wanted to, acknowledge that, because he was in a relationship that he was committed to. Like, how can I have feelings for somebody else? I'm married, after all. Come on. That kind of thing. So the Tower is coming in to make sure that the two of you have the potential to become that light working connection, that couple that you're meant to be, and by doing so to make sure that your hearts heal, because you need to let go of that. The Tower says, the Divine says, you need to let go of your crowns. You have to let go of what it is that you're obsessing over, that you feel you're owed, and all this sort of thinking, right? And he needs to let go of being, a player, somebody who broke your heart, and pretending that he didn't care, and pretending that he doesn't have feelings for you. He needs to speak up and tell you and come towards you in a passionate and loving, balanced way. So that's what's going to happen, is that the lovers, the two of you, are that you're going to both recognize each other. If you haven't already, you have. He may not want it to recognize it or acknowledge it, but he does now. He sees that you are a divine, intensely divine soulmate connection with you are to him and he is to you. And that there's going to be some passionate messages, really fast moving passionate messages, when you finally both reconnect. Back and forth, you're going to be communicating. But this does not happen until there has been a respite time from what he had to do here, so that he's in the right frame of mind, that he had to do here, and from you learning to let go of and knowing the truth about what it is that you truly wanted in your heart, and that you had what you had to go through in order for you to be able to be ready to offer your cup of love. This is what you went through here, okay? And you've seen the truth about him here, right? And that you at least know, like you did, what went on has been brought to your attention, because you need to know in order for you to heal. And now because you've become aware of it, that you're in the right frame of mind to be able to say, okay, either I die feeling resentful and unforgiving and alone and very unhappy, I might say, or I live and I forgive and I invite love back into my heart and back into my life, even if it means forgiving the past, which is this guy here. So the respite has to come so that the two of you can have that healing time And then he shows up as the King of Wands, taking action with his huge cup of love, of divinely inspired love, to give you his soulmate. And he's going to be able to commit to you long term. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about. King of Wands is just like taking action, doing something, actually doing something. No longer staying quiet, but taking action, giving you the love that you deserve, that's divinely inspired, and becoming that committed long-term partner to you that you've deserved all your life. And now it's available to you. All you have to do is say yay or nay. And that's pretty much what we got, guys. It's good news. It looks like as long as you heal, he heals from this, his breakup and divorce, and he comes forward in a way that's going to help you manifest. He's going to manifest the healing of both of your hearts by coming to you correctly, wanting to have this happily ever after lifetime with you, manifesting that with you. You're going to be a major power couple, okay, together, a major power couple, because towers come in to help you out with this. This is also the divine inspiring him to offer, deep love to you, deep and enduring love to you, not come in and, give it to you with the Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups, even though it seemed sincere and you were sincere, but you dropped your Queen of Cups, like I'm talking about him now. He dropped his Queen of Cups like a hot potato and went back to his commitment, which is like he needed to do. He needed to commit to what he was committed to, but he should have never done what he did with you. That's all I have to say. But otherwise, it all looks really, really good, guys. What do you guys think? You can let me know in the comments. I'd sure appreciate that. And besides that, you guys, you take care of yourselves, Virgo. I hope that this was helpful to you or healing for you in some way, shape, or form, because that's what I'm here for and that's what I want. That's my mission, is to help people find the information that they need to know in order for you to let go of your past hurts and pains. Okay, and to get out of devil thinking. If that's what it is, you're just holding yourself back, or is there someone else holding you back to see it, so that you can take the action you need in order for you to be that bridging energy of offering your cup to somebody who deserves you, and that you're going to become even a more powerful light worker in your life. So until next time, Virgo, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and take care of yourself, please, and bye-bye.